our winter veggies cauliflower crop that we've been following for a while now. Huge big leaves on them, absolutely massive. Look at the size of that leaf. That is a serious size leaf. Big leaves everywhere. The cauliflowers also getting a move on. I'll show you this one down here. Looking all right, that's getting a move on. All got heads in them now, some of them are smaller. I think that's around about the biggest one. No, it's not. Take a look at this one here. This is the biggest one we've got at the moment. All the rest have got smaller flowers in them, but they're seriously coming along. Another one in here, looking rather nice. So we're getting down towards the end of the season on these. There's another big one over there. That's starting to open up a little bit. That's why I've broken a leaf and put it over the top to keep the sun off it. The winter cauliflower crop is coming along. It's actually getting a little bit warm for them at the moment. So I've started breaking leaves down over the top. That's a nice tight head on that one. Break that leaf and put it down to keep the sun off it. A couple of them are getting pretty close. They're still small, but I'll be taking them off pretty soon. You can see that the head is starting to open up on it. Not as tight as it should be. I'll snap that leaf and stretch it across the top. Here's one that's a lot larger that's really starting to open up. I'll be cutting that one off today and taking that upstairs and we'll blanch it. There's another very nice tight head over here on that one. And I saw somewhere, there's another one, looking very nice. And I saw somewhere, there we go, that one there, the heat's got at that one and it's opened it up completely. Looks more like broccoli. So I'll cut that one up too. It's still edible, but it doesn't look as good as they're supposed to do. And here's one that seriously bolted, that one has, so that one will be cut out today too. But it's starting to warm up, and that's the problem. They prefer 12-13 degree days, and at the moment it's 20.5. You'll notice I've put 50% shade cloth back up on the roof again to try to keep a little bit of sunlight, direct sunlight off the caulis. So I don't know how much of effect that's going to happen because it's pretty late in the season. I better snap a leaf over that one. I'll get those couple cut out and we'll keep an eye and see. I think we've only probably got about a week left for the plants. After that, they'll all be starting to bolt. Well, this is nearly the end of the winter veggies. It's 24.3 degrees in the barn today, which is too hot for them. And as you can see, they're starting to open up. So that would have been a fair size head if it hadn't sort of started to open up already. But they're all in that condition. Here's another one that's smaller, but the heat has got to them. Even though I've got 50% shade cloth on the roof, it's still very hot. It keeps the direct sun off the flowers, but it doesn't stop the temperature getting hot inside here. So I'll pull those ones out today. So I'll take them upstairs later on and Georgie will blanch them tonight and then we'll put them into the freezer to keep them for next year. Small one, hardly worth the effort on that, but we'll let that go for a little while. It's still a very nice tight head, but how long it'll last I don't know. But anyway, I'll be cutting the other ones off and taking them up inside today. And then it'll be just a matter of cleaning out the scoria and putting our next crop in. We've got some chili plants that are going in here and a couple of other different varieties of vegetables that we don't normally grow. We want to see how well they come along. This will be the last video in the Winter Veggies Cauliflower series. The second lot of seeds were planted 6 weeks too late after the first lot of seeds failed to germinate. The cauliflowers are starting to open up and lose the tight heads we've grown in previous years. Even though I've put 50% shade cloth on the roof of the barn and have been bending leaves over the actual cauliflowers to keep the sun off them. The temperature is now too hot for the cauliflowers. It's 25 plus degrees most days, and cauliflowers prefer about 12 to 14 degrees when grown in Victoria. I'm going to look at repotting some dual orchids that I've picked up recently from various places online. They all seem to be in relatively good nick. Nice Macotes there, and some discolour.